So the FBI released details about the dirtbag that tried taking out Trump, and apparently it was a really cheap budget rifle, so let's go over it. So the quality of the rifle build is kind of all over the place. It was a cheap DPMS rifle, had a cheap Aero Precision Atlas R handguard, had a really cheap hand stop, really bad, had really bad Amazon canted iron sights that are supposed to be off to the side, but he has a Holosun AEMS red dot, so both the sights are both at 1 power, so if he had something better than a 1 power red dot, he might have actually been able to get even closer to finishing his job. He had a CTR handguard, which by the looks of things had part of the bullet that went into him exit out and blow out the back of the buttstock. I actually thought it was a good Magpul UBR stock. But no, all the way through, it was a really cheap, bad rifle. If the little shit really was actually trying to kill President Trump, like a lot of us believe he was, he would probably have to use something like this. An AR-15 with a low power variable optic will likely do the job. Or this. Trijicon ACOGs do in fact have a pretty good track record of being used to great effect in combat, just ask the Marines in Fallujah. Or if he really wanted to get a really good red dot, he could do this. This Aimpoint Pro wasn't too bad. I do like it. It is anachronistic to the type of red dot I wanted to go for. So instead of going with any other budget brand, I decided to go with the real deal and to go with the optic body that I wanted. And this is the rifle I got. So if you want to go with a Prism sight and you don't have the money for a Trijicon ACOG because you have money for Aero, DPMS, and Magpul, it's not to say they're bad, it's just to say that they're budget and poor, you can go with this Prism sight. This Primary Arms GLX-2X is a Prism sight. It's more of the budget brand value. I have something outside my backyard I can take a look at and see if there's any parallax shift. Thankfully there's not. There's just the rifle moving while I'm moving my head. Thankfully that's got nothing to do with the optic. It's a decent optic, and they come in red illumination and green illumination. I like them. Now let's get into a rifle I have for variable power ranges. This Remington Model 783 30-06 22-inch barrel, 1 in 10 twist, Bushnell Trophy XLT scope. It is quite literally as budget value as it's going to get. This is a budget rifle. This is a entry-level bolt-action rifle. Overton has a series of videos of budget value, extreme long range, and while I am waiting for the conclusion of that series and see if the high-end rifles compared to the budget rifles, I can't say that the AR-15 is actually what I would have used. A deer rifle zeroed at 150 yards is probably what I gotta be careful how I word this. Is probably more optimal, I would say. So the dirtbag used a DPMS rifle. He had modern accoutrements to it. I have a DPMS rifle on loan to me from a friend, so let's take a look at it with the modern accoutrements. So this is a DPMS pattern AR-15. It is left-handed friendly. It has Spike's grip, SOPMOD, or Bravo Systems SOPMOD, Bravo stock, BCM, MCMR handguard for carbine length, little Harris bipod, and a NC Star 4x30 scope. Now, if the guy really wanted to go with budget value branding and wanted to maintain a cost-effective value for the weapon, like I said, I wouldn't have chosen an AR-15, but something more akin to something like this with a magnified optic, even 4 power, is still good. I need to take this out to the range, but those rings on it are shit now. They're cross-threaded. The threads are done, so I need to get a new set of rings for it. So, disclaimer, I am not condoning or approving of the actions that this shitbag decided to take the day of, right? What he did was horrible, and he definitely deserved that headshot he got from the Secret Service. I am not condoning, I am not approving, I am not in support of these actions. As a gun guy getting autistic in the details of this in the gray space of Minecraft, it's nice going over these details, but I don't want to think that this video is somehow helping the next fucking idiot that decides to take a gun to a world official, a world leader. I suppose if you wanted to spend $10,000 on an AR-15 with all the modern accessories, you're more than welcome to try, but if you don't have $10,000 performance with that, I don't think it's going to matter that much. That's it for me. See you guys later.